Hello, I'm Nathan Tannenbaum with just some of the stories coming from the Las Vegas Review-Journal in print and online. Now what? Now that leadership of the state legislature has gotten itself on the same page to suggest a 12.5% budget cut to higher education, there's the thorny issue of how to make up the $300 million difference between that plan and Governor Gibbons' proposed 36% spending cut, not to mention the rest of the budget, with less than 3 weeks to go before the 2009 session is supposed to shut down. We're keeping an eye on Carson City, so you'll know right away what's happening with your money, both in print and in our online breaking news section, as well as our ongoing coverage of the session at lvrj.com/legislature. Literacy, a tough issue for decades as millions of Americans and immigrants struggle with English. 3 elementary schools in Las Vegas are offering literacy classes not just to their students, but to the students' parents, too.
It's very hard for us to learn English. It's very different to our original language, but with this program, it's getting easier because you go into the class and you're learning like a kid. Like the kids learn, and that's easier for us. You're not going to find that in adult schools when they teach English by a second language. It's a very different thing.
That Wednesday ceremony honoring the carmaker Toyota for donating $600,000 to the program, videographer Jason Bean. A Tuesday tourism rally featured Mayor Oscar Goodman, Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority Chief Rossi Rollencotter, and dozens of Las Vegas entertainers and hospitality workers telling the world that Las Vegas is still open for business. On Wednesday, the same topic front and center at a subcommittee of the United States Senate in Washington, featuring testimony from Rollencotter and Nevada Democratic Senator Harry Reid.
Madam Chairman, tourism is the number 1, 2, or 3 economic driver of every state. Every state depends on tourism, without exception. We know that we continue to endure a very serious recession, and it's no surprise that business and leisure travel have fallen off as a consequence. But with our important work to date and a continued commitment to turn our economy around and to promote tourism, the economy will improve for Nevada and the entire nation.
Reid has reintroduced what's called the Travel Promotion Act, aimed at showing the rest of the country how it ought to copy the successful efforts of our city to promote itself around the world. Recent primary elections narrowed the field for numerous races down to 2. That includes Las Vegas City Council Ward 4, where Larry Brown's long-occupied seat was vacated by his successful run for the county commission. Wednesday, the top contenders to take his place got together, check in print and online for a report on Stavros Anthony, currently a Metro cop in University Region, and Glenn Trowbridge, who at one time led Clark County's Parks and Recreation Department. Because most Las Vegas Strip entertainment headlines go to, well, headliners, you often don't hear about the hard-working men and women putting on all kinds of shows every afternoon. As we trudge toward the weekend, your Neon Thursday has a look at just some of those marquees shining in the bright of day, as opposed to the nighttime lights. And your weekly Almost Weekend section also takes a look at songs about Las Vegas and gives you the latest from TV radio critic Steve Bornfeld in his Mediaology column. And now the weather. While it looks like triple digits are holding off until the weekend with a record high expected Sunday, along with the possibility of the season's first excessive heat warning, you know Mom Nature still holds all the cards and could surprise us with a century mark reading on Friday. For now, we're sticking with the mostly sunny plan and the mid to upper 90s for highs Thursday and Friday before jumping into that 100 and beyond territory for the weekend. We've also dug into the history book for the record high temps for each of the next 4 days, and it looks like we'll be more than 10 degrees away from those records into the weekend. Saturday closer, but still no real threat. But Sunday's forecast of 105 would send the current record high of 102 for May 17th packing for a permanent vacation. For breaking news 24/7, you're at the right spot. ReviewJournal.com.